What's up, nerds? Phoenix from Phoenix TV here with another episode of Let's Play Minecraft here on the Phoenix Craft server number 2. This time around, I've got a build that I need to make to fix up and prepare for another build. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I've already collected a bunch of this stuff, and in fact, I want to go ahead and make sure you guys saw this momentous maneuver here, where yeah, I'm going to need a lot of things, most notably quite a few hoppers. And in case you're wondering where we got all that iron from, B2 Rad was kind enough to have built an iron farm. Not nothing too spectacular, but good enough that I could take 5 stacks of iron ingots without anyone noticing or caring. So that being said, let's go ahead and head over to the desert. There we go. And since there's a desert, and deserts typically have next to no water, especially in this server where there's next to no water in the first place, I figure this is as good as any to go ahead and make a squid farm. Never made one of these before, but hopefully it'll be hopefully it'll work out pretty well. So, if I'm not mistaken, the basics of this thing are double chest. Yes, I know that's not going to be protected. That's fine. I'm worried about it. I'll fix it up later. And just on top of that, it just got really dark. I'm going to go ahead and throw in all these hoppers on top of it, and then I'll work my way from there. Should be pretty straightforward. In case you're wondering, this is what 64 hoppers looks like, all spread out on top of one another. Now that I've got all the signs in, and all the hoppers in, and this level of glass, which is probably about as far as I can go with glass. I'm not too worried about seeing it all. I just kind of want to. I think it looked cool to see them fall through and die. I'm a terrible person, I know. But now I'm going to go ahead and rewatch the tutorial to make sure that I'm not completely stupid. And then from there, I'll throw in some more surrounding blocks and probably some middle blocks and go from there. Should be pretty straightforward, but I want to make sure I get this right. I'm definitely going to need a lot of ink. Alright guys, so apparently what I was understanding is a little mistaken. You don't have to put the pillars in the middle to make them go down to where they die. So all I really have to worry about here is just filling in, I think, just the top. If I'm wrong, it's going to really suck to get rid of that. But for now, I've got my infinity pool and 2 buckets and walls and everything else. I'm just going to start throwing in water at the top and see if anything pops out. Hopefully, very shortly, we'll see squids suffocating above water. Alright, so I've got the thing built, I've got all the water in, I've got all the hoppers in and everything else. You'll notice there's only one thing missing. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that. Because, again, there's no water anywhere. And yes, I checked that. I actually had to empty that. But again, there's no water anywhere. So I'm just gonna hope that it's slow spawn rates or something. And so to combat that, I'm gonna go AFK in this little box here for a little while. And hopefully when I come out of here, it'll A, not be the death of me, and B, we'll have some ink sacs. So I'm gonna go AFK and we'll see if there's any luck. So as part of my AFKing, I decided to watch the tutorial all the way through, and it turns out that in the first place, I'm stupid. This design feasibly could never spawn anything, because squid don't spawn in water unless it's under sea level, which in this case is 62. So keeping in mind that the floor that I'm standing on is 64, squid won't spawn here. So I've got to tear this whole thing down and physically dig a hole in the ground to make it fit. And there it was. I mean, I just spent the last significant chunk of my time tearing this silly thing down just so I can carve out the rest of this hole all the way through. So I can then build it inside this area. So I guess technically it's going to be slightly bigger, but it's going to be a process. So hopefully you enjoyed my epic failure. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe and tweet at me how bad I am and whatever else you feel like doing. It's been Phoenix from Phoenix TV. Thanks for watching.